Hello, you're with Libby from libbystamps.com and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. And this week we're celebrating World Card Day on Thursday on my Facebook business page, Libby Stamps, and I'll be having 2 to 3 live videos during the day featuring the D.S.P that's on sale during the sale period of October, and I'll also be talking about some specials just for World Card Making Day. So I'd really love it if you can pop into my business page and have a look. There'll be games and prizes for Australian residents only, the prizes, and bonuses if you order on the day, apart from what Stampin' Up will give us for ordering. There are some specials which I'll put up on my blog tomorrow. I'll put the details of the World Card Making Day up on my blog tomorrow because there are some great specials only available for 10 days. Alright, so today we're making a card using wood words, and we're going to use this image out of this set. It's a lovely set. It comes as a bundle, but the stamp set itself is on special for 15% off during the 1st to the 10th of October. And I'll also be using today a whole lot of lovely designer series paper, which is just beautiful paper, and I've used a fair bit of it. So on this side we've got the stripes, which is what we're using today, and then we have this one. I'll just try and fan them out for you so you can have a look at the whole suite of Whole Lot of Lovely. I'm hoping to make a scrapbook page using one of these pieces later in the week. I think that's it. I think we're missing, oh, there we are. So that's all of the papers in a Whole Lot of Lovely. So we're going to make a happy birthday card today, similar to this one, and I've used the powder pink card base and ribbon, and then I've decorated the inside by using a piece of the D.S.P, and the envelope I've used the back of this striped D.S.P is the floral here, so I've used that on the back of the envelope, and I'll show you how to do that today. So I'll just grab all my bit and we'll start. So we might start with the envelope first. Now, when I do a class, I always leave the insert and anything I'm sticking on that insert inside the envelope, so my class attendees can find it easily. And I'm using Fast Fuse. It's on sale this week. If you buy one Fast Fuse, you get 2 refills free. So definitely a great special for World Card Making Day. And with the Fast Fuse, it's firm pressure but don't squeeze. I'll show you again in a minute what I mean. Alright, so that's our insert done. We might just fold up our card base and put our insert in. Always burnish your score lines or your fold lines. And burnishing just means you use your bone folder to get a nice firm crease down there. Alright, and I'll flip this over. So I'm just holding the Fast Fuse either side, and then it's just firm pressure right the way along and a check mark or a tick mark at the end. So firm pressure, don't squeeze down, right at the end, and you'll get the hang of it quite easily. So we'll just open up our card and pop this inside. Alright, so that's that bit done. Now for the envelope flap, I like to use liquid glue. So I go all the way around the edge, not very closely, and a little bit on the inside, and then I just pop this piece down. I'll have the measurements on my blog. I can actually tell you that it's going to be 16.5 centimetres by 6.5 or 6.5 inches by 2.5 inches. So I've adhered that, and then I just grab my snips, turn it over, and I just cut around the shape that the envelope's already provided for me.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it about a place. It'll take creation.
So that's our envelope done, and I reckon that looks pretty special, and it gives a clear message that it's happy mail. All right, now on our card base we're going to adhere our D.S.P, which measures, let's see, so D.S.P measures 14.3 centimetres by 10 centimetres or 5.25 inches by 4 inches. And we're just going to adhere that to the front of our card. Might actually use this side this time. We'll make our card a little bit differently.
Try to draw outside the line. Let us see inside your mind. You'll find inspiration. All I'm saying is you can do it. I wanna hear.
Then we're going to pop on a piece of our pink D.S.P, which is 7.8 centimetres by 10 centimetres or 4 inches by 3 1/8 inches. Alright, then I have a piece of Whisper White, which measures 10 centimetres by 7.5 centimetres or 4 inches by 3 inches, and we're going to stamp on this. Now before I stamp, I'll show you I've actually already cut out the Happy Birthday from the Designer Series paper, so we'll lift that on out. As I said, I'm going to do this one a little differently to the last card, but it's made the same. Paper Pierce is a wonderful tool for doing these sorts of things, making sure all the little bits are out. What I want to do this time is, instead of having, as I did on this one, a whole lot of stamping, which I think detracted from the Happy Birthday, I'm just going to stamp down here and down here this time and see how that looks. So I've got my Happy Birthday. Now before I go any further with the stamping, I'm going to get a Wink of Stella brush out, and just on my grid paper here I'm just going to paint all over the Wink of Stella. Now this will give it a bit of a shimmer when you've finished adhering it to the card front.
Watch me go, doing it my way, doing it my way. Can you hear me say, yes, I am?
And now I'm taking the image piece from Woodwords, that's this piece here, and I'm just going to stamp down the edges of this Whisper White piece in basic black archival ink, because then I'm going to colour the image with the Stampin' Write markers. So I'll just turn this around, make sure I've got my stamp well inked. Sorry about the banging. So I'm just going to stamp a little bit down the side and then a little bit down the other side. And we'll see how that goes by using, I think that'll work out all right. Okay, so, and I'm using the colours that are suggested that coordinate with this paper. So Pear Pizzazz, Tangerine, Tango, Powder Pink and Tranquil Tide. So I'll just use the brush end, and you don't have to be that careful with your colouring.
destiny. Require every dream to believe. Take the chance, lead the dance, and run with what is in your heart. Let the magic start. You're in charge. Yes, you can. What's the plan? Come on, let's do this and do it now. I wanna hear you shout. I am independent. I am dedicated. Doing it my way, doing it my way. Yes, I am. I am in control. I am. Watch me go. Doing it my way, doing it my way. Can you hear me say? Yes, I am. You can do it. Change and grow. You can have it. Don't you know? You can be it. Anything, anything you want. I am independent. I am dedicated.
Okay, so that's those bits done. Now our happy birthday's dry, so I'm just going to flip it over and use my fine tip glue pen to just dab on some glue. Now you'll get best results from your fine tip glue pen if you leave it for a few seconds to start to adhere to your paper and before you actually flip it over and stick it down. So that's a bit of a tip for you.
Doing it my way, doing it my way. Yes, I am. I am in control. I am. Watch me go. Doing it my way, doing it my way.
And put the lid back on straight away by just guiding it with your finger. Oh, I had trouble with this last night. Just guide it with your finger, slide it down and turn the lid. So we're just going to stick that on here. On my previous card, I actually start the stamped bit to the pink and then put dimensionals underneath it. This time I'm doing it a bit differently, where I'm going to put the dimensionals on this piece here.
Yes, I am independent. I am dedicated. Doing it my way, doing it my way. Yes, I am. I am in control. I am. Watch me go. Doing it my way, doing it my way. Can you hear me say yes? I am independent. Watch me. Dedicated.
And then I've got a bow somewhere, here we are, that I've made out of pear pizzazz, and I'm going to just attach that with a glue dot and then our card's finished. There we go. Alright, so that's one card, that's the other card, and they've both got nice inserts for you to write on, and they've both got decorated envelopes. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.